going on to group round number 2. I think we'll be here waiting for a little bit before our next game is ready, which will be Cherry Limeade or Limeade? Cherry Limeade against Pickuptruck, which I want to say is a pickup team consisting of American truck-loving people. I don't know. Anyway, it will be Clan Blitz on Mart as the first map, which I think is a cult classic. I love Mart.
Yep. I 100% agree. It's also, it can, as a Clan Blitz map, because the baskets, like, as a map, it's so, like, small and tight. And the baskets are only really like the far side of mid. It can be very like it can turn very quickly in either team's favor, but it can also be a bit of a lockout at times. So you have to be careful but decisive, I would say, as a team as well. Because sometimes there's a bit more leeway where you get the other team, or you've pushed and you get some good points in, but you get wiped, and there's still time before the other team can push into get the whole way across the map and get some clams and put them in. But on Mako, you get wiped, the other team 100% gets a clam, like a power clam in at least. Because there's no one to defend the basket, they've not got far to go. All the clams are between them and where they're going, so it doesn't. It's such a swingy kind of Clan Blitz map, I would say. So
I
it could
agree.
be
I agree with that. Yeah.
Quite interesting.
I mean, it's also one of those map modes where we studied it for a long time. I mean, Splatoon 2 is now what, almost 6 years old.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we've been playing this for almost 6 years now. So it's something everyone knows on the top of their head. Well, I wouldn't say 6 because Climbers came out a little bit later in Splatoon 3's life cycle. It's like four-ish years, something like that. We've been playing this map mode, so people know it. People practiced it, and even in Splatoon 3 we had different meta and different specials. You see a lot of the similar strategies. Like you said, lockouts in the middle are very often, but very far between. There are still fights which are just super one-sided. But I think it also doesn't help it that you have to go quite far out from where you get clams, because there's a decent amount of clams at the spawn and in the middle, but if you want to get a proper push in, you still have to go towards the sides of the map, which also definitely has a lot of fights in it, and that's, I think, where you're going to see most of the sneaky kills. And this map is from Splatoon 2, so there's actually some flank action going on. So
yes, Nintendo didn't touch it.
So you can actually do some decent stuff of flanking and stop some pretty nasty pushes, especially if you can get something like a crab tank behind. Well, because of the amount of players you can stand on top of, you're going to make it a very difficult time for your opponents to really push. Also, Tri-Strike definitely helping with that as well, because Tri-Strike is just so stupid strong in this game. It's the reason why a lot of teams run one Tri-Strike and one crab tank. It's because it works so well, and it definitely goes for Clamless. You can stop a push instantly just with the press of a button. It's almost like missiles, but worse. But at least it's slow. Tri-Strike is super fast. At least it is kind of slow, so it is not as worse as the missiles.
Yes. Missiles will always, metaphorically and physically, be hanging over us.
I think they also, because it was just no skill involved with the missiles. We saw this Splatoon 3 early with the Trilux. This, or like the Tribal. I forgot the name. Like that. This thing is being super annoying. Anyway, game number 2. Let's go.
Indeed. Okay.
Funny weapons coming out. Double machine, double splash, a cult classic. Though at least Cherry Limeade actually tries to be original, not having a single crab tank at all, and actually is one of my favorite weapons out right now, the Tri-Nouveau. Let's see how the teams are gonna fare, because there's one full metacomp called Pickuptruck going ham with the first team to lose 2 players, 3 players, it's just a machine left, and they're being fought on a full wipeout early game. This is a golden opportunity for Cherry Limeade to start that first push, and like you said, it's gonna snowball down right now. Second clamp coming in. First thing, starting it off the push of 45, but they're not done yet. They're still going. Here comes the Tri-Strike. There's also the Inkjet. They're still pushing more clams and make that 36, everybody, but they're still not done. They're in deep. Haven't drank the best of the fan. What they're gonna do as they're being destroyed or get splattered right away. High on now with the machine trying to defend, but anything has to be done. They have to try to do something to get this or stop that push. Lily coming in with a flank, like I said. Flanking actually can still happening here. Now it's just a rush to get 3 more clams in. Lux going in, gets 1, gets 2. He just needs 1 more clam to go in and get a knockout 100 to 0. Here's Grim coming in, gets in the clam. No! Oh, he did! He did! He got the clam 100 to 0 by Cherry Limeade, showing that the meta is gone. Crazy games out here. Starting out with a wipeout, opening a basket, and like you said, it just snowballed to a knockout. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they were not waiting around. Cherry Limeade want to come out here and get this set done, and that's definitely a way to start it. And as you were saying, we're not looking at like meta picks as much, but they're really making that work and really like having a consistent presence in their base there, not giving them any room to move, not letting them get out at all. Oh my goodness, what a game.
That was absolutely sick. People in chat, please clip this. I need this. This was insane. Cherry Limeade, Lily, Grim, Lux, and Pika showing why they are at the top. Not fooling around. And going to the next map though. Splat Zones, Museum Delfonsino. Also a map which has been practiced for a long time in Splatoon 1. And Museum Delfonsino, one of my favorite maps actually. Finally got back in this game. Let's see if Pickuptruck has a little bit of better chance to fight Cherry Limeade here as they had in Mako, because right now it does not look good for them.
Yeah, and that is, after a game like that, that's hard to come back from. But not impossible, but hard. So we're gonna have to see if Pickuptruck has what it takes to kind of like, you know, shrug off that last game and give this all they've got. Especially up against a ballpoint in Splat Zones. That is not a good place to be at times. But already 2 down on Pickuptruck's side there. That is not ideal, especially with the zone still ticking.
Yeah, you want to get some points so quickly, but they're being all cornered there. There's the Inkjet getting 2 splits in a row. Lux not missing on any of those shots. Crazy player right there. Pika now going in as well, trying to get some more splats in. Being annoying, but that disconnect happened here, and now they have to choose whether to continue or not. But the 50 checkpoint has been reached, so I'm pretty sure Cherry Limeade is just gonna sting it, trying to see how far as they can. They can get one of these games. I know they're stronger. They can probably spin it even 3v4 if they really wanted to, but let's see if they can actually do it, because, you know, me saying it and they're doing it is one thing, but that's unfortunate for Cherry Limeade, because that's a very strong player gone. Pika is, I think, one of their strongest.
Yes, indeed. And you can see Krim off to the side there, just waiting for the perfect moment to make the most out of this. Unless...
I think they stopped. But yeah. I think because they continue, they don't get to replay, because... I don't know actually how that works. I actually don't know. They continue playing until like way past 50, and now kind of giving up. So I am wondering what the TRs are going to say about this, but I think they're not really going to get a replay out of this. It happened in a minute, so it's I don't actually know. I don't want to make any predictions of this. It looks like they definitely did stop playing and just knocking it out right now, but man, that's going to be an interesting little discussion we have early in the game. Also, finally you disconnect super early in the tournament. Definitely missed those. Haven't had those in a little while.
Yeah, we had a fun one where we just didn't even get round 1 on Girls Duo Cup at the weekend. Just, you know, everyone. Well, no, we played through and everyone DC'd, and like on the entire tournament, everyone DC'd at the same time. It was madness, and it was just technical problems with connections, and eventually we got back into it. But goodness.
They're gonna replay it, apparently. They decided that it is a replay. Okay, fair enough. The opponents actually want it. They say they want a fair win. That's fair. That is very fair. Fair thing to do. Let's see if they can do it though. It looked like in the beginning of the last museum round that Cherry Limeade was definitely a bit of a stronger team, they had a better opening, especially just pushing them to one corner with the Bully Bomb, and then Lux picking them off with that Inkjet. So hopefully Pickuptruck learns and are gonna fight it back a lot harder now.
Yep. They've seen what's coming, so maybe. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see if it goes any differently. But they have to be expecting that aggression. They have to.
I think they're gonna expect it. They've been fighting it twice now. Like, this third time is the charm,
They know
right?
what's coming.
Third time is the charm, right? They're definitely going in it though. 2 machines, 2 Splash Medics again against a Splash Medic, a Katana, a ballpoint, and a Slasher Deco. Let's see if they're gonna go in. They haven't lost a single player yet, so they're off to a decent start. It looks like Heon gets to be the first planet, but the Katana is also getting splattered as well. Crab Tank fighting against Pika. Pika with a good flank, picking them off. The zone neutralized as Cherry Limeade was the first one to score 15 points. Lux going out with that Inkjet, trying to get more splats in the zone. It still only has a Cherry Limeade. It's a little bit slower than the first game, but Pickuptruck unfortunately was the team to lose the opening fight as Cherry Limeade is now defending.
Yep, yes indeed. Slightly different pace, but has been a very similar result as of thus far. Pika going in and getting those kills, and then just back to defending for a little bit. And then in again.
Yeah, just go in. Go in for a bit, get some kills, get out, get a drink, and then come back. That's sort of what you do. It's only 20 ticks left for Pickuptruck to really get something done here, and it looks like they're not gonna do anything. They got a Pika though. This might be a little bit of an opening. Crab Tank coming out. It looks like they neutralize the zone. Misses in it. Booyah coming out as well. They're gonna capture it here. Finally getting some points. A big penalty on Cherry Limeade. So Pickuptruck is putting in some work. Gonna be enough though, as Cherry Limeade is already pushing back in, getting one for Pika, getting 2. That is 2 players down for Pickuptruck. Only 2 players are going to defend the zone against 3. That's difficult. You're not going to do that, especially when Pika is roaming around that zone. Heaven in a very important spot decided to jump back to the teammate to save their special, because I'm pretty sure they're super close on getting that special. 95 points to be exact. They have to Crab Tank now high on using their Booyah Bomb. Crab Tank coming out as well. Booyah and Crab Tank, but there's an Inkjet defending. They got the zone, but there's Dry Strikes holding back that Crab Tank, and with that, it is a couple players down for Cherry Limeade, but also a couple players down for Pickuptruck, who are still defending the zone, by the way. That's actually surprising.
They're still working on those points, and they still have a lot of that zone. But it does seem like that might be about to change here, because two machines cannot paint that. Not in this situation. Not against this team. And there we go. They're all coming back in from spawn. This is definitely what we've been seeing, but Pickuptruck have been able to get back in, have been able to get that zone and get it down to 62, but against 12, that's difficult.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a lot of a challenge, especially with the penalty for Cherry Limeade is also almost over. Can make it even more difficult. Pressure building, but 2 players down for Cherry Limeade. This is exactly what Pickuptruck needed. Booyah Bomb on the zone, and with the Splash-O-Matic and a machine, they're definitely going to capture that, putting another penalty onto Cherry Limeade. That is big, only 45, but it's still a decent amount of points. Grim gets a spell on Alex DC, and with that, another wipeout on the side of Pickuptruck. That's the last thing they wanted. They got the penalty on Cherry Limeade, but still, getting a wipeout there is the last thing they needed.
Yep, we're below 2 minutes now left in this game. And Cherry Limeade is about to finish getting through these penalty points. That just doesn't give Pickuptruck that much time to get in here. But they are at zone, trying to get to it before those penalty points are ending. But is that going to be enough though? They still need to make their way through their own points. And Crim's still here. Crim's still... They didn't get Crim out at all from that left side that whole time.
No, Grim is doing a good amount of work there for Cherry Limeade. Now going in with that hammer, getting a one split. No, he cannot, unfortunately, went into a little bit too greedy. He got teamed up by everyone from Pickuptruck. 2 players now down on the side of Cherry Limeade. Again, Pickuptruck has a good chance to push here. They still don't have captured the zone, and Cherry Limeade is pushing past the 10 mark. Only 9 ticks left. Pickuptruck finally has the zone, but they have a minute to get it all the way down to 8. That's going to be a challenge, especially against a team like Cherry Limeade. And they're only holding it for a couple seconds and then losing it again and again. And right here, they didn't even have to paint. They had a Crab Tank on the zone, but they couldn't paint because they're too busy trying to get a splat. That's unfortunate. Pickuptruck is holding out a lot better than they were the first two games here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to hold it down. 2 players are out is what they have to show, but Cherry Limeade is just going to clean house and then start pushing that stone with a wipeout again. I don't think this is the optimal scenario, but they still can do it. They still have 1 push in them to get that so that they don't have to be too greedy now. They already lost 1 player, they lost 2. The 2 players were a bit too greedy. Make that 3, and just a single machine. Or just single splash medic left, getting a delayed wipeout. Cherry Limeade also takes game number 2 with a knockout.
Yes, indeed. And as you were saying, a lot more delayed than the first one, but still with a knockout and still incredibly strong there. They got so many wipeouts throughout that game. And even though Pickuptruck just kept coming in, kept pushing, and got the zone a couple of times, they just couldn't hold it. They just couldn't work through enough of those points. But unfortunate for them, and well played to both teams, but Cherry Limeade takes that set.
Yeah, I think after the first game, it was a bit of a snowball. That first game, I wanna talk about it for a second, because what even happened there? Can we please, Majora, I don't know if you can do this, can you get a replay code on stream? Can you, like, replay this right now? Please, I need to rewatch this for a second. I need... Oh, yeah, okay, it's going. And it's so unfortunate for Pickuptruck as well, but that was absolutely insane. Okay, I don't know how to exactly replay it, if you can slow down or something in the beginning. That would be amazing. But here we go. If we see, so we see those teams getting ready to spawn, and already we see a very different comp pair. Like I said, we see full meta comp on the side of Pickuptruck, and Cherry Limeade was doing something else different entirely. But what I'm noticing is they're a lot slower to push in the middle because they are collecting a lot more clams first. And then with that, they don't even have to use specials. They don't even have a single special when they get all those splats in the beginning. Like here we go, we got 4 splats and we only have 1 special at the ready. It's the second and the third and the fourth came out a little bit later. And then they were just collecting all those clams. And we see here, crazy, they're just working together and they use all their specials simultaneously. It started out with that Tacticooler just thrown in to get a lot of buffs in, and then everything else is confused in. And now it's just a time, like a game of playing time here, holding out your defenses locks, and the flusher actually got splatted. I believe the speaker got splatted, so that was a little of an.
They had the Tacticooler.
Yeah, definitely.
They had the Tacticooler, so they're not dead for long.
No, that is 1 second respawn, and then they're just rushing it in, like we see here. Looks getting those 1-2 clams here. It's just 1 more clam, and Grim was at the right moment, at the right time, because that Katana campaign so far, and they throw it in the second they get splatted, and then win that game. That was absolutely insane how they did that. That was absolutely phenomenal. Insane. That is how you do proper teamwork. Don't push it in the middle straight. Wait out, get your specials, and then the second Pickuptruck was vulnerable, they just dumped it on. Definitely.
I would also like to point one thing out. I'm pretty sure right at that beginning, right when they were all pushing in, I'm not sure if he got the quad or they got the quad, but Pika got at least 3 of those kills at the beginning, right? The wipe that started and snowballed all of this, at least 3 of those kills were Pika, which yet again, phenomenal player and really encouraging that kind of like snowball into like starting in the first place, right? Because if they'd got just like 2 or 3 kills and then been able to push, then it would have been much easier for Pickuptruck to like shut it down a lot quicker. So absolutely, what a game. What a game.
Like you said, Pika got 3 kills there, but he also got so much stuff done in the other games. Like Pika was not fooling around. It was always Pika who just got a lot of stuff done. The game got splattered quite often as well, but it was Pika who often started those snowball fights. Because Pika would get 1 or 2 splats, and then everyone else starts rolling in, and that's how Cherry Limeade I think plays. And that's just Cherry Limeade. It's just a top team with super talented players.
Yep, yes indeed.
But
on that note, we are being summoned to take a break. Yeah. So we will be back real soon with the third game of the set. But do not go anywhere. We've been having some incredible games so far. There's more to come. But yes, we'll be back real soon. See you guys soon.
Splatoon Stronghold, a stronghold for competitive Splatoon, providing resources to long-timers and newcomers alike. If you're new to the competitive scene or still figuring out how to join, we have a getting started guide and plenty of other resources to help you in your journey. If you are a seasoned veteran, we still have plenty to offer. You can find and join tournaments as well as participate in our Captain Forum and find free agents and teams. Our mission is to make competitive Splatoon easily accessible to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join the Splatoon Stronghold today!